Hi, Alexis. Week 4, milestone 4, actually, your symbolism project. So you chose hope in challenging times in relation between humans and environment. Good for you for picking the hope in challenging times. It's one of my favorites of this assignment, actually, because as you point out, it can be about so many different things, and maybe it doesn't concentrate on the hope, but maybe it's more about the challenging times, and I think that's really come through on some of your images here. So, thought about addiction, having the hope and motivation around to keep away from all the distractions in life. I also thought about depression. I thought some people just getting out of bed or opening the door and pushing forward every day when all you would rather do is sit alone. Yeah, absolutely. Um, the relationship between humans and the environment, trash outside. Yeah, the trash is just a nasty problem. Right now, I'm on the road for work. I'm in San Diego, and right over the border is Tijuana, and there were some massive rains coming, came through the area, and the big thing was to make sure to stay away from the one beach that's right by the border by the Tijuana River because raw sewage just gets dumped into it, and the pollutants and the bacterial threats of infection and everything are just, I guess, skyrocketing once that happens. It kind of flushes the river out. So, yeah, let's take a look at your images. So, couple very strong ones. Let's first start off with your critique images here. So I'm going to zoom back out. So you've got the handshake one. Be a little bit careful of the rule of thirds. If we kind of draw an X right through the image, your subject is dead center. Try shifting it a little one direction or another to get it on one of the 1/3 lines. Because my eye kind of goes boom right there and stays there rather than kind of moving around anyplace else. Like if we were to go and crop it so that on the 1/3 line. So now we've got it on the 1/3 line. My eye starts there, but then it also kind of gets pulled back towards uh, the area back in here, and it does a better job of moving all around the image. So there's that one, and then we have. So I get what you're going for on this one. I think just to communicate that feeling of trash, we need more trash. And let's zoom in on this. And if we realistically look at it, it's not that trashy looking. It's a pack of double bubbles, so bubble gum. Maybe it's the kids playing in the ball field and they just stuck that there to keep it from blowing away. I don't get a feel for a really tremendous amount of trash going on here. So that being said, I think you've got some really strong images up in your contact sheets. I'm going to show you a couple of the ones that I felt worked very nicely. So you mentioned about, the depression and people not wanting to leave the house. I think this image here speaks to that a huge amount, and I think it really works nicely. Just a single finger kind of pulling those Venetian blinds down to kind of peek outside to see what's going on. Other one, the bottle with the pills in focus and the person out of focus in the background, absolutely that speaks of pretty much the same thing. Well, not of people not wanting to go out of the house, but of depression and trying to keep away from the vices that they may have. The other one I thought, the smoking, I liked this one. Let me zoom in on it. So it's hard to see the smoke. Um, I think just a bigger cloud of it or a more pronounced, blowing it out would absolutely communicate that feeling a little bit better. But I get completely what you were going for there. So, all in all, I think you got some great images. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate shooting me an email.